Dacob here. Welcome to the Fashion Bunker. Today's channel talk time, so get the drinks, get the booze. Again, only if you're of age. Otherwise, get the tea, get the coffee, and other stuff like that. So, let's read, shall we? Let's begin with Daniel Hammond. How are you, Daniel, sweetie? Daniel Hammond on my Opium Pogrom short film, the one almost 2-minute long film that I shot as my inspiration homage to this amazing fragrance and the eau de parfum concentration of it. So Yves Saint Laurent, please do not discontinue this perfume. It's amazing. Daniel writes, did you create that film? It is magnificent. If YSL has any sense, spelled as scents like fragrances, oh dear, forgive the bad pen, which has probably been used before, but I just couldn't resist it, lol. Yeah, I found it funny. It will use the film in its future opium campaigns. It is such an evocative piece. Watching it in my head, I created a whole life for the two artists. Amazing. I love Opium Pogrom, even in its reformulated state. I love it with a passion. Yeah, I love it too. What can I say? I made the video basically because I'm hoping that they will not reformulate it. And one of the other mysterious objects in the movie, if you have seen the review I have done on Opium Pogrom Eau de Parfum, you will notice, you would have already noticed that I have a huge factice bottle like this big. That's the bottle in the short as well. So to create that distance at the end between Greta waking up from her dream and then looking towards somebody, we don't know who that is, the shift from the bottle to her was not done with special effects. There was no zooming done there. That was actually the huge, like 1/2 meter tall bottle that was standing right there. So we shot from the bottle and shifted up, shifted upwards, like slightly to the side and then to her. So basically her head fits into the circular shape of the Opium Pogrom. Anyway, that's just another one of those mysteries in the movie. But there's a lot of them, even though it's just only 2 minutes short. FMFV1. Farah, my dear, how are you doing, sweetie? Also on the Opium Pogrom short movie. I'm addicted to this video and your vision. That's so sweet of you. Thank you, Farah. I don't know how to express how utterly fantastic it was. Dacob, perfect model choices, cinematography, and meaning. Epic. XOXO. Thank you, sweetie. I shall pass it on to Greta, Paul, and Patrick. They will be very delighted to hear that you like the short movie. Narel Ravezi. Hello, Narel, my dear. How are you doing? Hello to Australia. Down under. Yeah, I would love to kind of completely own the accent, but it's so hard, but it's so beautiful. Dacob, this was incredible. You have captured everything so extraordinarily well. I absolutely adore the sexual vibe between Greta and Paul. Very sensual. Divine. Congratulations to Greta, Paul, Patrick, and you, Dacob. I will be watching this many times over. Kisses. Thank you so much, Narelle. Yes, I shall pass it on to them. They are watching my channel as well, so they will see me. They will hear me and see me reading your comment. Thank you so much. Naji86, also on Opium Pogrom. I like the almost German silent film expressionism of the video. And the music from 1 minute and 2 seconds to the end is really well shot in stark black and white. Maybe an homage to Poison next? First of all, you have really good attention to detail there because, in fact, the saturation is stronger from that point on, from the minute to the end, because there has to be juxtaposition and a sort of differentiation between what the dream was and what reality was. So the minute she wakes up, the world becomes more contoured and more contrasted, and the dream is slightly more blurry and fuzzy. So very well noted. I would love to do, now I have been doing my research and my studies. I know by heart each and every commercial that was ever made on Poison or Poison by Christian Dior. And I have to say that there is room for improvement. The epic ones from the 80s will forever be epic. as well as the first hypnotic poison commercial in the elevator. Epic. I would love to make like a short film dedicated to poison, and I probably will in the future. I just need a little bit more resources, time, and as I mentioned to you in the comment section, it definitely requires a bit of special effects going on there, because I mean, poison deserves some sort of magic, that happens extra. Anyway, but yeah, I'm thinking about it. Gray Leo, hey Gray Leo, how you doing? What happens with the boy you met? Oh, this is on the Cuir de Russie video, on my this one here, the review of the Chanel Les Exclusives Cuir de Russie video. Is that even this one? And what happens with the boy you met at the cafe in Paris in your Chanel Cuir de Russie review? Well, funny story. Some say, and this is strange in a way, that myth wants it that this boy in some of these stories is blind. But I could swear to you, when I was in the cafe in Paris and we did cross eyes, we did look each other in the eyes, those eyes were alive. They were not blind. They were very well aware of everything that was going on in the room, because they looked straight into me, inside of me. And that exchange was magical. So I am still trying to figure that one out, because it was like a dream. And when a dream is that beautiful, I do not like to wake up from a dream. So let's hope the dream stays a dream forever. And geez, I don't know. Once in Paris, I think each and every cafe shall be searched through and looked through, trying to kind of reminisce and find that presence of that boy. So I think, to answer your question, in my vision, that boy is still in that cafe in Paris. But again, in my vision, so am I. It's like time stood still once we met. And the time is still in that vision, within that constellation. And the Leo constellation is a very powerful one. So I'm very happy to be a part of it. Eileen the Queen. Hello, Eileen the Queen, my dear. How are you doing? So, on my channel talk, love all your conversations, Dacob. I'd love for you to share ghost stories, especially the Chanel one. I have a funny memory of reading Madonna's book, the sex book. A co-worker of mine was a Madonna fanatic and brought it to work for me to read. LOL, how professional, right? Hey, I was a college freshman, first job, I was carefree of consequence. Well, my dear, I answered in the comment section, but just for you guys, for those of you who don't read the comments, now you get a chance to kind of get a glimpse of what happens behind the scenes here at the Fashion Bunker family down in the comment section below. A lot of partying goes on. And now I kind of like effervescently bring it up into the surface, into the videos. I mean, the sex book at work, kinky, you know what I mean? I'm loving the idea. I mean, and it's a huge book. It's literally this big metal aluminium cover. And then inside you have all sorts of sexual fantasies depicted. And mind you, Madonna in that book looks like a freaking goddess. That body, everything. Everything. Dream come true. Carefree of consequence. You know what, Eileen the Queen, my dear? I would say we should never grow up and stick to our carefree or consequence-free carefreeness, because that keeps you youthful forever. And it definitely makes you happier, because it allows you, I personally believe, to be more enthusiastic about everything that happens. You know what I mean? Yeah. Anyway. Thushara, God. This one is hard to pronounce. And Tushara Vitanage or Vitanage or Vitanaj. In any case, Tushara, how are you doing, sweetie? You are so supportive. Thank you so much, commenting on every video, watching all the videos, and also giving me a lot of support on Twitter, because I'm also present on Twitter. So Tushara says, do you watch horror movies when you are alone in a hotel room? If I have them with me, or if I can see them on a TV, if something is playing on a TV, or if I take a DVD or something with me, yes, I love horror movies. Now, I'm not the type of person that gets really scared by watching horror movies. I mean, I can like jump if something happens, if a thing kind of pops up from the side, or, you know, there's like a scare. But it's an adrenaline kick, and I love the adrenaline kick, so I live for that. But more so than that, I see horror movies as kind of an exercise in aesthetics of the macabre. And I love to watch how directors and the whole special effects crew kind of come up with ideas to make things look real. And so I watch horror movies, unfortunately, from a professional perspective, because that's another one of the things, another piece of the puzzle falls into place. I also did study film. Ooh, okay. Anyway, enough about me now. This is all about you. It's Channel Talk. Just kidding. It's about all of us, I guess. I have a tendency to watch movies with that in mind, seeing how things are composed, the composition. So when a horror movie is cast brilliantly and the cinematography is amazing, that kind of, to me, overpowers the actual scare factor. So that's why a horror movie like It Follows is so beautiful to me, that I kind of don't have the time to get scared, because I'm just so much in love with the imagery and how fantastically it was shot, that kind of is stronger to me than the fear factor. But that's one of the reasons why I love horror movies and love to watch them also alone. It's just I can enjoy that beauty. I could pause it, rewind, see again the composition and stuff like that. Then we got Joy Amen on my Poison Girl review. How you doing, Joy? I think, Dacob, the main problem is how the lifestyle and culture changed, and it's become more of a cheap attention-grabbing show with the likes of Kardashians, and it's all about wearing slutty dresses and taking selfies. Women are less attracted to smartness and more towards money and attention from shallow masses. This is what Dior releases represent. For the men, the hype trolley of Sauvage is pathetic. It's like a chemical that smells nice and lasts long, and you pay them so much because it's Dior. They are losing the art, slowly. Chanel still is okay, but a lot of Dior releases like Dior Homme flankers are getting tiring now. Dior Homme Cologne, for example, it's a nothing fragrance and it's so expensive, all money grab and nothing else. Dear Joy, I agree with you to a certain extent. Definitely agree with you that things are getting cheaper. And as I answered to you in the comment section, in a way, these perfumes are representing and reflecting the shallow times we are living in. We are living in extremely shallow times. It is very, very hard to meet people that really have an authentic interest of digging underneath the surface, of kind of wanting anything else that is not already devoured and overly consumed by the masses, something that is meaningless. It is hard to meet people that have deeper interests. I do believe this is one of the reasons also why, because a lot of you ask me, why hasn't your channel already reached hundreds of thousands of subscribers? I think it's really hard for a niche type of topic-driven channel as mine is to find the right audience, because I also believe that a lot of the right audience for me has given up on YouTube. I do believe that a lot of them don't even think that a channel like mine exists on YouTube, because they don't go to YouTube because they think YouTube is about cats falling off tables, people showing how they got their lips injected and how their butt implants twisted around and turned square. So there is hope. I believe that there is still hope, and I'm still believing in this, and I believe in you guys, and I never give up on love. But I do, however, to get back to your comment specifically, believe that we do live in very shallow times, and I do believe that the brands kind of reflect that, and the brands also feed upon that. It's a very tricky game they're playing, because yes, they could save money if they watered down some ingredients in some perfumes. Chanel isn't any better. A lot of Chanel perfumes are also much more watered down. We have tons and tons of people criticizing Chanel No. 5, Eau de Parfum in particular, for being a mere shadow of itself, lasting only 20 minutes on the skin. So brands can also profit in using ingredients that are less potent and strong, saving money that way, because the consumer just doesn't question it, doesn't rebel against it anyway. But it also represents a little bit the times we live in. Nobody really wants a character nowadays. Everybody's trying to fight against that. Everybody's trying to become invisible, and that's something that I mentioned in my topic video in my sex routine, or in bed with Super Dacob, and I will be making those videos again, be sure of that. But anyway, I mentioned that a lot of these people, that kind of play by the rules of this game of being invisible, by being invisible and not showing too much character, even though perhaps inside they do have that character, they kind of hope that way they can fake their way through to the top of the pyramid, a social pyramid, social scale, business-wise, job-wise, career-wise. But then they can kind of stab you from the back, because they're really dangerous. People that can control their character and not show it openly and publicly, to me, are very dangerous people, because they do not play honest. They do not play with open cards. I wish to only have to do with people that play with open cards, because I want to know what I'm dealing with. I can handle hate. I can handle love. I can also handle misunderstandings, as long as they are honest, as long as they are very heartfelt. But if you're going to smile into my face and not tell me what your opinion is, what your judgment is, you're going to act like, not that you don't care, but you're going to act like you don't really have an opinion because it's safe not to have an opinion. If you're that type of person, stay away from me as far as you can. Please do me and yourself a favor. If you do not have the character and the balls, or worse, as I said before, if you do have it but don't want to show it because you're afraid that by showing it you won't make it up that ladder, get out of my way, because I will sniff you out. I will smell you out. Like a dog, I will sense the fake in you, and it's going to be hell, because I cannot handle that. I don't want to have to do anything with people that are fake. So fake, better take a break somewhere else, because in the fashion bunker, there is no space for that. There never was and never will be. So guys, thank you so much for watching this channel talk. I hope you liked it. If you have, please do thumb it up and share it with your loved ones and friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. I am also on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. No matter how much they judge you, and they will, and they're going to put that thumb down, and then they're going to say nasty stuff at you, don't care. Don't give an F and F, because you know, I know, we know, we never give up on love. Love you guys. Bye.